Today, I'm going to share some of my most personal family stories and see if I can hook you with how nurturing relationships can really change our lives. Family relationships are the cornerstone of our lives, providing us with love, support, and a sense of belonging. The stories we share within our families can strengthen these bonds, creating lasting memories and deepening our connections. I'm excited to share some of my own stories with you today. Maintaining strong family relationships isn't always easy, though. Many of us face challenges like communication barriers or busy lifestyles that can drive us apart. It's easy to get caught up in our individual pursuits and forget to prioritize the people who matter most. When we're not making time for each other, we can start to feel disconnected and isolated. Busy schedules can make it tough to find quality time with our loved ones. We might feel like we're doing everything right, providing for our families and keeping a roof over their heads, but neglecting the emotional side of our relationships. Communication barriers can also be a major hurdle, especially if we're not making an effort to really listen to each other. These challenges can be especially tough during times of stress or change. When we're feeling overwhelmed, it's easy to lash out at those closest to us. But that's exactly when we need our loved ones the most. By acknowledging these challenges, we can start to work through them and build stronger relationships. So, how do we overcome these obstacles and nurture our family relationships? For me, it's been about making a conscious effort to prioritize quality time with my loved ones. Whether it's a family dinner, a weekend outing, or just a phone call, I found that these small moments can make a big difference. One story that stands out for me is about a particularly tough time in my family's life. We were going through a lot of changes, and it was easy to feel like we were all drifting apart. But my grandmother, who had always been a source of love and support, suggested we start having a weekly dinner together. It was a simple thing, but it ended up being a game changer. Those weekly dinners became a time for us to really connect and talk about our lives. We shared stories, laughed together, and supported each other through thick and thin. It was amazing to see how this one small ritual could bring us all closer together. As I look back on those dinners, I realized that there was a pivotal moment when everything shifted. We were having a particularly tough conversation, and my grandmother shared a story about her own struggles growing up. It was a moment of vulnerability and honesty that really opened up our conversation and allowed us to connect on a deeper level. In that moment, I realized that nurturing our family relationships is all about being present, vulnerable, and supportive. It's about creating a safe space where we can be ourselves and know that we're loved and accepted. That's a lesson that has stuck with me to this day. To sum it up, nurturing our family relationships takes effort and intention, but it's worth it. By prioritizing quality time, being vulnerable, and supporting each other, we can build stronger, more meaningful connections. If you've been inspired by my stories, I'd love to hear about your own experiences with family relationships in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out another video on my channel where I share more stories about building resilience and love within our family.